I planted maize for S.A. Brewery, so you can imagine.
Wow.
S.A. Brewery
Wow.
is like the biggest, one of the biggest brewery in the world. In the world. You understand that? In the world. So I was like, how do I put it? I do not want to sell my soul.
Oh.
I do not want to sell my soul. Because being a farmer, sometimes people are going to come to you, say, okay, I can give you this and that and that. But this is what I want to do. And
Sell
then
your soul how? Twala njoba nami ngiposting It's talking about that one.
No, we breadwinner zangu be spoiled bread.
No.
Because I'm a last born, it means I'm a spoiled bread.
You know, the years went and me going into business, you know, I gained a bit of confidence because unfortunately you have to do business. You know, you have to be able to interact with people. You know. I'm like the breadwinner, if I should put it like that. I'm the one like, yo, okay. And I also won Young Farmer of the Year. So yeah, that
Congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you.
I do it for ya. Please don't kill my vibe, yeah, I'm on it. I do it for ya, I'm for ya. Just know that I love ya. When the city cold, I warm ya. When at the city, you on lockdown. Took the chance that I would die for. Switching places, switching passports. The only soul I'd actually switch for. I hope she learn to love her own flaws. I do it for ya, I'm for ya.
Hey, what's up guys, it's your girl here, Ngcebo, and we back again with another video on the V.A.T podcast. And today we have our guest, a female, guys, for the first time, the second video, yeah. So today we have NJABULO, and she is from Ermelo, but I am gonna let her introduce herself. So can you tell?
Okay, it's actually Ngcebo Mpogane. Yeah,
Sorry.
so unfortunately they wanted a boy, a guy. Yeah, so they were like, we are not changing the name, whether it's a girl, it's a boy. We go with Ngcebo.
Yeah.
So Ngcebo is from Ermelo, and yeah, I'm a farmer. Started 2016. I'm a mother as well.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so my farm, I've got 2 farms at the moment.
Okay.
One is in Ermelo and then the other one is Selothe.
Alright.
Yes, so that's me.
Okay, can you tell us about your background, where you grew up and how you grew up and everything?
Okay, so Ngcebo Mpogane, I grew up at Ermelo, was born and bred there. From the Elias school, primary school, and then went to, I changed schools, I changed schools. I went to Camden, so I wanted a feel of, you know, like a public school, wanted to know it's okay being with, you know, other African kids, because I was used to, you know, Elias, you know, we had like only white, okay, and also black, but then I also wanted to like feel, so I went to Camden. And then I was like, you know what, I needed to move to a different school. That's when I completed a high school, a Folkies, that's Carolina Academy. And yeah, after completing high school, then I was left with, you know, it's quite difficult once you done with school, and then you're not sure what to study like forward. So growing up, the kind of person that I was quite shy. I still am very, very shy.
You don't look like a shy person.
I am very quiet. I'm very, very shy. I think, as you know, the years went and me going into business, you know, I gained a bit of confidence because unfortunately you have to in business.
Yeah.
You know, you have to be able to interact with people, you know, and do those sorts of things. And Yeah, growing up, I had, I've got a brother, I've got two brothers, I've got a little sister. So, Yimina last born Ekaya. So, but somehow I'm like the breadwinner, if I could put it like that. I'm the one. That's why I feel like, okay, my grandpa was the one who gave me the name NJABULO.
Okay.
So I feel, there was some sort of there was a reason behind that, because I'm like the boy at home. Yeah, so I've always been like that ever since. Like, I want to take care of everything, whether it's okay, it involves cooking. I am there. I'm still a woman.
Yeah.
But then, stuff like the gardening, I am still there. I am still there. So yeah, that's me.
That's you.
That's me.
No, we breadwinners we spoiled bread.
No.
Because I'm a last born, it means I'm spoiled bread.
No, actually, I think I appreciate Wuti, the way that I was raised, because it was not also soft. Yeah, I think, it was not also soft. So I think that's what pushed me. That's what pushed me, because I feel like sometimes if they give you hard love, as umncane, you feel like, oh, they don't like me, or there's something, man,
Like
but then I just realized as time went over time, and these people actually love me, because if they were too soft on me, then I don't think I would have been where I am today.
Yeah. Okay, thank you. But you had a nice. It was warm. The home was warm. Everything was okay.
Yeah, everything was okay. I mean, I'm fortunate. I've got both parents. I still have a grandma, and so those around me I appreciate, and yeah.
That's very nice.
From what age did you realize that you wanted to be a farmer?
Shoo. Let me see. How old was I? How old was I in 2019? No, 2016 actually. Look at me saying 2019. It was actually in 2016. I think I was 21. I think you can now calculate my age. It's fine. But I think I was like 21. Yeah, that's when I just, after a lot of hints, because like me becoming a farmer, it was not just, a thing of, just like that. It was, because a lot of people surrounding me were very skeptic, like, hey, a farmer? You mean you want to work for a farm? I'm like, no, I want to be the farmer. Like,
Especially because you're a girl.
Exactly. Like, everyone was skeptic, I mean, when I grew up, my mom used to work at Flay Central. So at Flay Central, she worked there for 37 years. Yeah, so they hold auctions, and then they also into property as well. So like me and my dad, while I was growing up, like we would go to auctions. So at auctions, normally what they do, if a farmer wants to sell or wants to buy, that's where they go. So I got that experience from when I was young, I think that's where it all started, if I can remember well, because the stories are always different, because people always ask how did it start. But then like I would go to auctions with my dad, and then we see these farmers, they'll be buying some sheep, there's a lot that happens at the auction, other buys, and I wanted to understand that. Yeah, so there was a lot of hints that came with it. And I mean, right after high school, I was not sure what I really wanted to do. And I mean, I had a son who I'm with me today. Yeah, I had a son right after high school. So there was also a push for me to be like, okay, so what's next, Unfortunately, in South Africa, it's very difficult to get a job, especially right after high school. You can't just, your CV, it's empty, it's blank. Right after high school, it's just blank. So I was like, okay, let me see what else I can do. Let me start something, with what I have. And I went to Elindile. It's Elindile school. I went and I asked for a garden there that I can utilize and see, can these fingers really grow something? Yeah. Then I went there. People will be looking at me like, okay, what is she doing? And then I got a few pupils that were there, and then they were actually joining me, you know, because that garden was abandoned for years. And they were like curious, so it's okay, she's young, and then like she's like, I think that's the time they would see, you know what, I'm doing this for my son, let me just test this out. Yeah, and then I started at the garden. I put a bit of vegetables, you know, your cabbages, your carrots, your lettuce. Hi man, I was shocked. Those things are really growing. You know, you put a seed and then the next thing it grows. And then I was like, you know what, let me reach to greater heights. Yeah, and then that's just how I started.
So you went to tertiary or anything?
Well, at first, unfortunately, my parents did not have the funds, you know, to take me to, you know, a university or, you know, any academy.
Yeah.
So I did not go at first, but then the more I was in the business, you know, me going to workshops, you know, there's free trainings from the departments, there's trainings that I got through Farm Soil because I was the ambassador. So I started then, actually. So I started farming before learning.
Oh.
Yeah.
Wow.
So it went with it. So I was like, you know what, let me start. And then let me see. I'm a practical before like the theory. Yeah. So I was like, no, let me start. And then along the way, like, you know, but okay, no, there's a free learnership. I was like, I'm down for that. It's free. It's business management. So I would go for such things. So whatever that was there, I would take. And, you know, I was fortunate to see I was part of the Farm Soil program where they took me in. And then that's when I started having like proper trainings. Yeah, because, you know, I was exposed to farmers. You know, I've studied. I've tried studying, guys. I've studied, and this. I mean, just actually today, I received my acceptance letter from the International Academy where I'll be studying animal production.
Wow, congratulations!
Towards diploma,
Yeah. Okay.
So can you, sorry to interrupt, can you please tell us more about the name of your company?
Oh, so it's Audelia.
Yes.
It's Audelia.
What does it mean?
Audelia, it's a combination of my name, which is Love Delia.
Yes.
My parents didn't know the name, so I just said I'm loved daily.
Oh.
Love Delia. Yeah. I was like, okay, I'm loved daily because they didn't know what it meant. And then also my son as well. It's Ao. It's Awande.
Oh wow.
Yes, so Awande.
Balekile.
So it's Awande and Love Delia. That's how it came about.
Wow, nice.
Yeah.
Okay. I have a question here.
Okay.
Wait, guys. Okay. How did you get your first break in the industry, in the farming industry?
Can you get a break in farming?
Get it.
Yo, guys. Yo, guys, how do you get a break? Yo, in farming, honestly, you mean in terms of money-wise?
Yeah.
Oh,
Making
just
things happen.
making.
Yeah. How did you like get things happening? Just happening.
Yeah. I feel like I won't say I have not made it. You know, I feel like I have but I think my breakthrough, I think where I was a bit more like relieved. It's the time in the season. I always say season because it's the planting season.
Yeah.
So it's the season 2019-2020 when I was part of a program, Yaga Farm Soil. It was sponsored by S.A.B. I think that's when like I got that like breakthrough, and it was hectic because now I didn't know you're gonna be a farmer and be famous. Like, I didn't know. I did not know. You know, I thought, with me, I was like, hi, bo, I'm at the farm. Like, I'm there. Like, nobody can see what I do. But then because I think it was so unique to a point where it's like people will be like, okay, like at your age, you farming, yeah, one.
And also because you're female, I mean,
And,
we
yeah.
don't have a lot of female farmers.
No, true,
Yeah.
true. So yeah, it was during that time, and yeah, during that time, I was finally introduced to the program. I planted maize for S.A. brewery, so you can imagine. S.A. brewery is like the biggest, one of the biggest brewery in the world. In the world. You understand that? In the world. So I was like, yo, okay. And I also won Young Farmer of the Year. So yeah, that was.
Congratulations.
Thank you. So that was like the breakthrough for me. And I saw what, you know what, I can actually inspire other people.
Yeah, it's very inspiring. Yeah. So how is it going right now? Is everything going well? Your challenges that came up, and how did you overcome them?
Okay, I will start with the challenges. There's quite a lot of challenges in farming.
Yeah.
I think the first thing that we must always point out, it's the land. It's the land. It's the land. Like with anything. With anything, literally, you want to own property, you need to have land.
Yeah.
You want to keep cattle, you need to have land. You want to deal with grains, vegetables, you need to have land. Like on land, I can live. You understand? And one of the challenges is me, even still today, not having land.
You don't?
I don't have land. Like I am leasing, so like I'm renting.
Oh, yeah.
I'm renting land. So that's one challenge that it's devastating, because you can't. You really struggle to expand. You struggle to expand because when you're at your own farm, like you're more calm. You can go to the auction. Buy 2 nyana cows. And put them at your farm, graze, produces more. So when you don't have your own land, you're restricted. You're quite restricted.
Yeah.
And second, there's quite a lot, but then I'll just name a few. Another one, I think, being female in the industry. Being female in the industry, like the stuff that we don't talk about as farmers, guys. The stuff that I feel like I could have been far, but I'm not far because how do I put it? I do not want to sell my soul.
No.
I do not want to sell my soul, because being a farmer, sometimes people are gonna come to you, say, okay, I can give you this and that and that, but this is what I want in return. You understand?
How? You're talking about that one.
No, it's not that one. People sometimes can be, guys, people sometimes, thank you. People sometimes can be,
Thanks.
can be, hey, bantu banjani vele. Bantu banjani, they always want a piece of something.
Oh, yeah.
But selling your soul in farming.
Yeah, in a way of saying, I will say it, because like we do not talk about it, because at times you find a good say. I'm not saying people the way they are because they did not work hard, but there are times when you find, like for me, I've got experience where a person will be like, no, in order for you to get this is what I want.
Okay, it makes sense.
Like people literally coming to you, and you'd be like, don't you think of the bigger picture? Don't you think of if you give me the land, if you give me the working machinery, then I'll actually be creating jobs. Not just for my neighbor, but also for the community. But you want me to do things that are beyond me, or things that I do not believe in. You understand? So unfortunately, we live in a cruel world. In a cruel world, and unfortunately the good, I will say the good, and the people that are I'll say people like us, sometimes we don't really get everything so easy, because we do not agree to everything.
So those are your biggest challenges.
Yeah, and should I continue with the challenges? There's quite a lot. I mean, there's climate change. You'd be surprised, especially in our area. Like today, it's it's all shiny and it's sunny. Everything is fine. We get some rains, and then tomorrow there's just hail. And we sit there at home and you feel like you're outside because now your crops are outside and there's hail. You're thinking if it's gonna be affected, and there's to that comes like financial assistance, because now if your crop is not like insured, then you're in trouble, because if the hail comes or like if there's excessive rain, sometimes it rains, everybody would be thinking, the farmers are excited, but then if there's too much rain,
it can actually destroy.
Yeah. If there's too much sun, it can actually destroy. So too much of something also is like, So even when it's raining, we feel like we're actually outside because our plants are outside. So the climate change is quite something that is also a challenge to us, because you never know. And like if it's not insured, then you might lose everything.
Talking about insuring them, please tell us a bit more about that. Like, how do you go about it? How do you insure the crops and everything?
Okay, so there are companies. There are companies that can insure your crop. Like Santam. I normally use Santam. So they come and then they say, for example, you've got 7 lands. So what I mean about that, say for example, seven portions, So say for example, it's the specific land, but then they are like in different points.
Yeah.
So they come to the farm, they measure like all the hectares, and then you get insured, and then they tell you that with so many hectares, this is how much they're gonna charge you, and then you pay. So that's how you just get insured. So there's quite a lot of companies. I know I got a call, I think, from Afgri not so long ago. I think they also offer insurance. So there's a lot of companies that offer insurance that a person can speak to, because it's always important. Now we insure everything, hey? Like we insure everything, like like even your cattle. Because now like we've introduced technology as well into farming. We've got devices that we put into, whether it's your sheep, whether it's your cow, you put it in that specific livestock, so that even when you're home, you can actually check from your phone, check from your phone that, okay, so the heart rate is still fine, everything is still normal, even how far it is, you can set it to a specific radius, that, okay, if it crosses there, then I know that's a problem, because it's supposed to only graze somewhere there. So technology has been something that has, made farming a bit easier for us. We insert cameras in farms so that we know that, whatever activities that is happening, we even go to an extent of inserting baby monitors. I don't know if you know them, that if my baby is crying, like baby monitors, it's like you put it there in the kraal, where the sheep stays, and then you can hear everything. Once I hear a human being making sound there, I'm aware that no, these are not my sheep. These are not my babies. So we've got a few devices and technologies that we have now that makes farming a bit easier for us.
Okay, that is nice.
Manje those devices awasiqedeli umsebenzi thina abanye inkosi yami. Ngoba phela siyafuna ukulekelela lapha sichashwe nansi sigubha mazambane. How do we get in? Manje shuthi those devices awasiqedeli umsebenzi?
No. Angeke ngisho kanjalo, because I think it's just an extra security that you just put in place. You understand? Because if I've got cameras, cameras are also different. You understand? Khona nje lawa a recordayo.
Yes.
Khona the ones where like we are said at this specific time, if there's a person, then it must alert me to know there's a president. I mean, it's 2 a.m. Nobody's supposed to be there. So, but if people are always there, I mean, jobs at farms, people, they will always be there. Like, I always say, if I was given the land that I wish I had, guys, we would be working, eh?
Okay.
We would be working. Like, Kwamanje, I'm honest, like, Kwamanje, I've got, ladies that, depend on me. Like, NJABULO, please, don't move from Las Corner, because, like, there's nothing that we have here. Like, Agukologunye. So if you go, then, like, what are we gonna do? You understand? Because there's, I mean, I know technology from that side, but China is more advanced, like, but there's other things that machines can't do with the side, or machines that we cannot afford as yet, that we actually need people to do. Like, for example, after harvesting, like, we actually need abantu ukuthi babuthe, like, the actual maize, bawafake emasakeni, and then we need someone to transport that to the silos. So we still need people, like, on a daily basis.
So you have employed people?
Yes.
How many? A lot?
No, not a lot. I've got 5 permanent, because we have the veggies, and then we've got ama grains. So ama grains, right now we planted soya beans.
Okay.
So, and then during peak seasons, that's when, like, that's when it's, like, busy. We are putting some fertilizer, offloading and all of that. Like, I can employ, like, about 10 or 15 people. So it depends on the activity of the day and how quickly I wanted to go. Yeah.
Okay, so has it benefited the community, your work, has it?
I believe so. Because as I was saying, one of the ladies, that we should see what I normally do. I employ people who are close to the farm. So I'm not gonna take people labagude, like, maybe if I'm going to Elothe, I take people from Elothe. So now okay, now NJABULO, it's time for us to go and work. And I mean, umuntu futhi lo ngathini lo thandayo ukusiza. So I need to veg. So whenever I harvest, like, I'm excited. I'll also take whatever producing alana with my veg, and also just give it to the workers as well. So yeah, I mean, there's even people who are even thinking of going into the business that has worked. Yeah, so that's what I want. I'm not a jealous person. No, I'm not a jealous person. If you say if you're working for me, you say you wanna start this business, of course. Why not? Like, why not?
That's a good thing.
Why not?
I know, that's a good thing.
That's exactly what I wanted to ask. Do you have you were talking a lot about ladies or girls, let me just say girls. Do you have maybe few or one that you are already grooming, or
Yeah, there is. There's quite a few. I've got even like older people than me. Sometimes you'd be like, but mdala unami, but you want advice from me. But then I understand, because farming is also fan nakdala. So I've got Aboluyanda, she's actually in Sekunda, but then with Manja, she's trying out potatoes. So, we even, a collaboration. I'm one person that wants to collaborate with everyone. If you come, you say, I've got land, I'm like, let's do it.
Right now.
I'm like, I've got tractors, let's do it,
Nice.
So, she's one person that we are doing a collaboration with, and another gentleman by Uspusiso Taba. And he's doing quite a lot, because he's into maize, into chickens, and he's also doing potatoes as well. So we're thinking of, okay, we're gonna do this thing as a group, Because why not? Why not work on one land, rectify that land, nenze sure ukuthi yonke into is proper, get management, you understand? Then, so I've got quite a few people that are there and asking advice on a daily basis. Even abantu abadala bobaba, Ngcebo, funa qala 1 2 3. I'm like, it's okay, I help anyone.
So as farmers, and feel competition from each other.
Njani, guys. Njani, people will always eat, and the population, my goodness.
Yeah,
the population it's massive. I don't have any competition. You understand? I don't have any competition. It could be a matter of me improving. So if I would say I'm putting a competition, it's me saying, the systems that are within that farm,
yes.
I also want to have. It's something that I do not have. Like you get, like, I'm a first generation farmer. So I don't have anyone in my family that before. So you find businesses that are like generations to generations they've been farming, and like building a system together. Like, honestly, guys, because each and every farm you will come to my farm, it's a different system. The way that we do things, it's different. Like I set it that way. And you go to another farm, it's different. You understand that this is the way that they do things. So with me, the competition would be, trying to enhance where I am, because they are big companies, like Borendal, they own like lands, and they are operating on, thousands and thousands of hectares, Like, I wouldn't say competition as much, but then, also in terms of making sure that I'm producing quality. Like, that's just one thing for me. Like, when a customer comes and they just want, like, I prefer things to be like this and that, hence, for example, with the vegetables, I'll go to a spa and figure I want to plant something for you guys, September, so I want to prepare the soil and just start being productive. And then they will tell me, no, you know what, we take this and that, but then we prefer it in this way, like we prefer it packaged so and so. I would go inside the shop, get samples, and then even buying that sample, seeing it and be like, okay, this is what I want it to be. And then that's me just perfecting it, but then it's not in a form of competition. Yeah.
So yimapi ama company so supply.
Number one, I said S.A.B.
Oh yeah.
Hey guys,
Yes.
S.A.B. Brewery.
Yeah.
Did you know go to the maize that I was producing made beer?
Wow.
It made beer. It was an ingredient, one of the ingredients that they use, to make beer. So S.A.B. Brewery, what they do, through farm soil and agency, what they do, they get farmers, and then the farmers produce a certain grain that they use a grain that they need to make beer. So there's farmers that makes barley. Barley you also can it's also an ingredient as well that they use to make beer, and also the non-GMO yellow maize. Yeah. So that's one company that I supplied. The other one, it's Afgri. I think in most cases, like if you would enter a town, you would see like silos. That's actually our bunker, so that's where we put all our produce. So like the whole logistics, how it happens, I'm at my farm, we plant there, we take the produce from there, we take it to the silos. From the silos, then the market, whichever market that you have, it just takes from the silos, it off takes. In Afgri, Ren Agri, Sakta, it's also another company. they produce oil. So I also plant soya beans. So soya beans, what it does, it also it has a lot of protein. So they also use the oil and then also the leftover of the bean. I supplied Sakta and also Ipoxa. So Ipoxa I supply a lot because like esekaslam. So I always go there, you know, ask I've got cabbage nyana. You know, and I like planting what our people can eat, and I love planting what I know I can market. Like even though me my kids manje it's high, we can't take it. I'm okay with it. I'm one person also distracting. Yeah, open my bag. It's not a problem.
Yeah.
I take my produce. If I get a bikini, I stand there. I sell, and I can talk to people. Now I can talk to people.
Yeah, I saw it on Google that you used to sell. What is it?
Fish and chips.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You started there.
Yeah, that's where I started. My business was booming, guys.
You made
it was booming. I don't want to lie. And the best part was that I was targeting schools, because where I was located, okay, it had I think 3 close schools. So I was like, why not take a garage, but I'm gonna start something. And my dad is a collector. My dad is a collector. So I'm auctions kind of auctions where they sell like second-hand pre-loved goods. There's auctions for livestock, so my dad would always go to the auction. So my dad would always buy. He would always buy like chairs, old chairs. He would buy even like tofu. My mom would always shout, "What is happy? And I remember, and I remember, man, when I was at home and I was like, before actually me going to Elindile and asking for a space to produce the vegetables, business was efficient chips. So I was home and I'm like, okay, now I'm done. And kids was now I'm a mother, and then guys. Like all these things. It's okay, mapani, okay, this and that. I was like, okay, let me take this thing and do something. He even bought a board. My dad had a board, like olonga balagio. I was like, he even has a chalk. Like he's like, hi man, he thought this thing through, I was like, okay, let me take what I have. I like, Baba, okay, you can take it. I took it, my kasha get that space, my kasha, and then she was not working. So I was like, no, but you can come see Sebens. And she was also excited about it. So selling, and to your surprise, the kids, we even introduced ice cream introduced ice cream and all of that. And because now I fell in love with the farming. But it's it's one thing that I still want to go like into again. Like ugula, because we eat, guys. We eat. Yeah, that's one thing. Like
each and every day.
True. Like I'm fond of produce but I also want to get to a point where we start processing it. You understand? Because you find we are the ones who have like all the resources. We have all the minerals. We have, we are a rich nation. But you find we send it out. And then it's like we are not clever. It's like, but we know, say for example, I'm producing this, naltamati, ngalenza. And then I'm sending it off. I'm not saying exporting is wrong, but it's good, it's good for business. But then we now want to move into, the new generation of saying, okay, so now I've got my tomato, you understand? So what products can I make out of tamati? We must have that farm where we can plant. We must have that factory where we now start processing because unetamati maro so tamati sauce. You understand?
Yeah.
Like it's like unetamati, but now like there's people who are making money when they're a salad. You know, people make salads, they put in containers. Like that's that's processing on its own.
That's true.
That's processing on its own. Just in you chopping it up, it's you adding value to that to your specific product. You understand that? There's even juice. Manje, tamati, you'd be surprised. There's so many things, you know, sauces. You understand that there's quite a lot of things long I like manje, I was testing out my chilies. And I've got a small space ekhaya. But hey, mama figure, hey, there's a lot. Spinach. You know, there's everything. Yay. So I was like, you know, but there's chilies here. You know, why not make chili sauce, you know? So I'm into also, I'm saying, you know, I'm always looking for people who can like collaborate because there's people who can cook. Very nice.
That's so true.
And some people can cook. So why not say, okay, fine, Jabulo, produce that chili to this specific quality. We take that chili, says I process again, man, just say, we, you know, we are changing this whole thing up. We're creating a nice sauce. You understand? Yeah. So I'm that person who is always looking for like collaborations, new opportunities, you know. Yeah. And ukuthi singahlali in primary agriculture, but for us to expand to that extent, ukuthi we can also make the end product where we do not just sell umbila wam, but then I start now processing umbila ngenza impuphu. You understand? Because how many people abadla impuphu? Siyayidla impuphu.
All of
you know, and it's all and it's our people. You understand that? So why not start processing what you are actually growing? Yeah.
So, sorry to interrupt you. I wanted to ask, because I'm also curious, Uti, what was the smallest hectares wa Jalagona, and what was the biggest hectares of your Jalagona as well?
Well, I started on... What did they have a hectare in? Yo, guys. I think it was half a hectare.
Oh,
if I could even if I could, I don't think I could calculate at that time.
Oh.
Because we're managing time, but never figure out they're like, oh, okay, so it's this, okay, yeah, but then I would say, good time, man. Kanti, how are you calculating this thing? Also, one you know, actually doing it practical. It's actually like that's golden. Okay. That's golden because that's where you now learn. I understand. I think I started on half a hectare. Like producing. Besides ukala eskolweni, because eskolweni that was like, you know, your backyard garden, you have space. So besides that one, like I think as if Amanda corner, okay, now we are starting, you know, producing big. Yeah, it was half a hectare. And then didn't go well, unfortunately, because I didn't know what I was doing. And yeah, I because I used my mom's money, you know, the pensions. I was like, yo, mama, you know, it's your plant manje. I'm telling you, you're gonna be rich. Bring the money here. Mama, we're gonna be rich. You know?
Yeah.
Hey, I used the wrong chemicals, you know. Hey, yeah, and then also inkomo zangena zadla, you know. So it's things that you learn over the years. It's okay. The reason I failed, it's because I used the wrong chemicals. The reason I failed, it's because my fencing was not correct. So we are kaganjalo. You understand that that's where you now okay, I'll never do this mistake again. And the biggest hectares was 200 hectares.
Wow.
That I planted. It was 200 hectares. And I believe I can plant more. I know I can plant more. You know what? Just give me the land. I'm honest with you. I am so honest with you. I can plant more. I can plant more. I don't want to lie. I can. I believe I can. And yeah, I will.
And you will.
I will, definitely.
Yeah, it was jelly.
Aye.
Mele.
Yo,
Mele.
you know what? Yeah, one another thing about corner would see a lot of people, they'd be like, okay, maybe if I've got the land and then I'll get support from someone. It's not always like that.
Yeah.
It's not always like that. You must remember that with even me being in the program of Farm Soil, it's not a grant, it's a loan. You have to, now it's not just me loving farming, but then it's me also remembering that I still need to pay the money back. I understand it's so I still would say right immediately you get land, and then the department is gonna come through. I'm hoping the department will come through for me now, because I've got the opportunity to meet the president, I got the opportunity to meet the premier, and I told them, I've been working so hard. I've met them. It was the first time me meeting them, because they spoke about me. Bangangas. It's crazy. Like the president spoke about me. Engangas was like, yo, NJABULO from an MLO. And everyone was calling me. Like, hey, when the president is talking about you, I'm like, no, not. I'm like, definitely, that's me. So yeah, I'm like, I don't want to be too negative, because it could be that it cuts it as a fan, right? So I believe now, they'll actually see, oh, okay, so this is what she's doing. She has been doing this. She is employing so many people. She is deserving of the land. She is deserving of, whatever that they can come with to help me. Yeah.
You guys have any questions?
So, did you get maybe a chance to talk to the president about the land or something?
Hey, it's not easy to get a hold of the president, eh?
Nah. Because I once saw one of the pictures. You were almost sitting almost next to him.
I was definitely next to the president.
Oh, it was next to him.
It was next to him.
I just don't remember very well.
It was next to the president. But I only got, I think, 5 seconds just to speak to the guy. And then I was like, hi, I'll take your number.
Oh,
that
was it.
Yo, he was like, I'll take your number, But through other channels, I was able to communicate, with the other officials within the department. So I believe, there's great things coming. I hope so. Yeah. I really hope so.
Everything has its own time, ne?
No, definitely.
So, where do you see yourself in 5 years or 3 years from now? Or let's just say, can you please send a message to the future you? Also by abugele the same clip in the next few years to come. Maybe like a small motivation, with NJABULO, don't give up, you got this, stuff like that,
We try again. We try again. We try again. Yeah, I think what I would tell myself is, we started because we believed we were gonna reach somewhere, and that somewhere, it's things that we've been saying on TV. Sometimes people will be like, yo, but that house, and we'd be like, it's that time when you actually be like, yeah, but why not me? It's that time when Osborna, you're in your Land Cruiser, spotted. Spotted Land Cruiser. And my house is at the farm. House is at a farm. My house, it's just built in glass, guys. Just in glass. I know, like my mom is like, no, but my house is built in glass, and it's me being able to buy whatever that I want. It's me traveling wherever I want. You understand? And ensuring that my kids, they they also learn ukuthi you do not get things easy, but then they also appreciate all that I've done, for them. So me, in the next few years, I'm hoping to get married, guys.
Every woman is hoping for getting married.
No,
right?
we lie and be like,
No, man.
yes, whether it happens or not. But yeah, I'm really hoping, I mean, with the family that I'm trying to build, I'm very happy, very, very happy. And I'm hoping, business-wise, I want to employ a lot of people, guys.
Oh, yeah.
I want to employ a lot of people, and ngifisa ukuthi kube khona labanye bantu who actually start the business namlenkiyo and bafike lapho na bafisa ukuthi bafike khona.
True.
They understand that. And I want to be sustainable. I think that's just one thing that we all want. I want to be commercial in a sense ukuthi I ngifuna ukuthi le business easy generate nje income like that. I can go on a holiday for 3 months. You understand that? But I've got like a dedicated team and not worry about anything, because I'm that one person. Like if you would get one of my people back there would say, hey, it's frustrating, it's for guys, that person is not working for me. No, because like I'm cool with everything. You understand? I'm cool, like ngiyakhona ukuthi like ngimuntu, you understand? So angikho streets, but I want things a certain way. You understand? Like Lana, we're doing things like this. I know I had a challenge at first because the you understand? Like I think 6 years back and I was emzimbeni by age, like even
oh yeah.
So you'd find now, people would come and bazo deliver like 300 bags of fertilizer, you understand? And they'll be like, okay, we need who's in charge here, Kona madoda 15 yamadoda lapha mine laphaya. Hayi base sengiyaphuma ke mina. Then people would be like, who's in charge of this whole operation? They would ask, not more than once. They would ask, good time, and who is in charge? You mean who is in charge of? You understand? And I'll be like, no, that would be me. I remember like I had issues as well. Like even with my supplier. I remember this one guy, I was like, I do not want you here anymore, because if I'm buying from you, you understand, then I'm your customer, like I'm your client. So you have to treat me in with respect as much as I treat you with respect.
True.
You understand? True. So if I say I'm having such issues, with my supplier, one thing that is important, if I'm buying from you, I'm trusting you, I'm trusting your product. So if manje, it's time for me to plant, you understand? Like you have to make effort. At least come to the farm. You understand? Come to the farm. Okay, so my chemicals are working. Oh, these are the challenges that I'm facing. Because now I paid you, but I paid you for something Ngcebo. So it's something that I also had a challenge with. Just because you're older than me, you've got experience, and whatnot. But I want things a certain way. I'm not bossy. But respect me that much. If you are gonna be selling me your chemicals, then make sure your chemicals work.
Yes.
You understand? If you are selling me your seed, then make sure that your seed works. Your seed is gonna grow, because we're putting money on the ground. Understand? There's a lot that comes with farming. It's quite broad and complicated, because at times naming sangen, I was like, oh, fucking hlanyelo, it grows. Fucking hlanyelo, you need the sun, you need the water, it grows. That's what I thought, but it's actually more complex than that. Like before even thinking of uyothola inhlanyelo yakho, uyothola what not uyosebenza ngayo, you first need to check the soil la uhlanyela khona.
Yes.
Identifying the land, making sure it's in a proper space where awuhlanyela la awuhlanyeleli inkomo, imbuzi, or whatnot, your fence is 100%. You understand that? You get umhlabathi kudala bebathi abantu abadala no uvundile. Hayibo right. Let it over bovu nje abantu abadala like no, it's fine, it's fertile, it's good. Kanti nowadays it's not like that. You know, it's definitely not like that. You know, there are a lot of things that we do. We test the soil. You know, we check the pH levels. Hey guys, we are scientists now, you know. You know, we are clever now. We are clever now. We check the pH levels. Is it acidic? Is it alkaline? You know, how do we rectify the soil? You know, we get some lime, we rectify. Before anything else now. You know, and then we come now, you know. So it's okay, fine. Mine, somebody let's faggot in yellow pants. Okay, which equipment are we going to use? Yeah, one. So there's different equipments that a lot of equipment that you're going to get nowadays. But I mean, for me, I was using conventional, but then now I'm using no-till. So no-till, I'll see phazamisa umhlabathi. Like we do not interrupt the soil. You understand? Like kusho ukuthi igubha la iyoplanta khona ivale just here. You understand? We do not interrupt ukuthi yonke indawo manje siyagubha yonke indawo we are tilling. We do not till everywhere. You know, that's no till. And as we don't use like the disc and stuff like that, all the other equipment. So it's a way of us also making sure the soil is good, and also making sure you know, we're cutting cost. Because lapho siyaplanta sa-spade. Siyaplanta sa-spade and we're done. So it's a system that other farmers are like it works, other farmers are like it doesn't work. So yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I also wanted to ask Uguti, what's your take? Because you've been trending lately. My YouTube. They are talking so much about you. They are saying too much things about you. So what's your take with that part, Nje? Like,
surprisingly, you know, with this what or Twitter or Instagram or social media. I think I try by all means looking at Facebook at times, you know, and then post. But then in most cases it's about my business. And hey, I'm not someone low ngathini angina experience listen to Instagram about Twitter. So as I'm telling you, they called me. They literally called me with NJABULO. The president is talking about you. I'm like, what? You know, I didn't even know where to look. I'm like, send it to me, because I didn't know even where to look. So kuba into for nokuthi at times, you know, we are zvikela. We are zvikela from people, because you know, there are people who are gonna say good things, right?
True.
With you, like it's, you know, she's young and then already she's doing 1, 2, 3 and whatnot. And then there are people who are gonna be negative, right?
True.
People, yeah, it's like that. Yeah, but it's not good. I get intimidated or I get sad over that, but I just prefer not to be in that space. You know, people know that I was active, but then Google Twitter, I think I've got a Twitter account, I think I've got an Instagram account, but it wasn't me. So somebody else was managing that, you know. So I remember when I was the ambassador, I was like, oh, but I'm not gonna get time. You know, I'm not gonna get time. You know, most of izinto zami, I do it in secret. You know, not per se guti kanjani, but hey, siyapusha guys, like we don't have the time. Like siyapusha, like for me it's like the focus. Like let's do corner we are building, you understand? Let's do corner we are building. Yeah. So what people say, you know, I appreciate the good that they say, and even the bad. I'm like, okay, I take it in with whatever, you know, like show you and see mhlampe on their point of view, how they view things. Yeah. So hey, people would be saying, yeah, Vele, because she's a girl, then she everything is easy, you know. You're like, hey, if only you knew, eh? If only you knew.
Yeah, because they've been saying that you've already achieved certain goals, and already you are a multi-millionaire in farming.
Oh, prophesy. Prophesy. Oh, I receive. No, hey, interesting, guys. It's interesting. Yo,
Yeah,
what
yeah.
people can build up. The other day, I don't know what I was thinking, but I was like, hey, let me Google myself. You know, because sometimes you're like, hey, you know, sometimes say, like, you'd ask me, okay, send me your bio.
Yes,
And
yes.
I'm like, I'm something, there's a good bio that they, somewhere that they wrote about me. Maybe let me just Google myself and check. Yo, guys, I went on YouTube and this thing was uploaded 2 months ago. I was shooken. I was shooken. I'm like, this is not even my language.
Wow.
I saw it. I was confused.
That is not even my language. I don't know what about in la pair, but I know millionaire. I will millionaire is there. Millionaire is there.
Yeah.
It for you.
Yo, exactly.
Yeah.
I'm like, yo, I'm a millionaire. Yabona no mutsini lo sis lapha. But uthi ngimillionaire mina. Hayi asibeke lapho. Okubalekile lokho. So you find like even another guy we have okay, this guy uthumela a screenshot and it's from from this other different a company babhale ngami. Like guidelines that I told them, guidelines about planting sugar beans. You know, I'm a specialist in sugar beans.
Wow.
I'm like, I am planting soya beans, not sugar. But it's okay, fine. So, people will write about you. People will use your pictures. You know, there's some will come bakubuze, yabona. Like, what's okay, NJABULO, can we do an interview? You know, okay, fine. Then you get my full story, the truth. But then there are people who are just like, judging from the pictures, this one is a millionaire. She's money. She has money. No, she's money. This one. So it happens. Sometimes because I'm like, oh, guys, Maranas, if only you knew. But then I'm like, I receive. I receive.
As you should.
No,
Exactly.
I receive.
So, mina ngifuna ukubuza ukuthi like i-advice ongayinikeza abantu like abafuna ukufana nawe, like who wanna do farming, wanna get into farming and all of that. Ukuthi ungathini kibo.
First thing, ungabi namahloni, guys. Ungabi namahloni with what you have. Like longane onago, do not be ashamed. If ngithi mina I started engadini. Bengisengadini, I would literally hold, what do they call it now? What do they call it? Oh my goodness, I have this. What do they call it? Like your spade talav, your fork. You understand? Like all of that, mama water can. I would do that.
Oh yeah.
Because it's what I had. Do not be ashamed of lentolonai.
Yeah.
True.
Because
True.
Once you see it in your head, oh guys, cruiser and that glass house.
Yeah.
Once you see it in your head, now manje you must start making it a reality. You understand? You starting small, you must see yourself going somewhere. Each and every day we are vuga, you are going to that small garden. You understand? Because one thing that I think Bantu do not know or mhlambe abayithathi serious is the fact that, you know, if you go to an investor, you know, in most cases that person wants to know your story.
True.
You understand? They want to know your story because they know where a person had hardship. You understand? Where the person had hardship. This person knows. Oguti, okay, so I'm facing this and that. I'm facing these challenges. This is how I'm going to overcome it. So these people, they want to know, Oguti, when you get wahlupeka. So wahlupeka kwakho do not be.
Doesn't define you.
It does not define you.
Yeah.
Like ungazibukeli phansi because of where you are, but wazi ukuthi ngiyabona nje mangihamba la, I'm wearing this boots because I know ukuthi ngifuna kuyaphi. Exactly. So it's you just trusting the process and reminding yourself each and every day ukuthi la ngifuna ukufika khona la. Because if you give up, then what? You understand? Then what? If like abantu bakhona, right? Like abantu baningi. You understand? And people are gonna talk or not talk. Kuyafana. You know, tomorrow they don't know you, or tomorrow like they spoke about you. Tomorrow it's all gone. Uzosala wena uyini. You understand? So start with what you have. Do not be ashamed with what you have, and go out there, ask. Because when you ask, it does not mean that you are stupid. You're not stupid. You are smart. Because of nagwas, you ask.
True.
You understand?
So are you into livestock?
Very soon I'll be. Very soon I'll be. I own sheep, ne? So I've got experience in chickens.
Okay.
I've got experience in sheep, in merino sheep. Today we've got merino mall.
Oh, yeah.
So yeah, our farmers, we are famous with merino sheep.
Oh,
So that's where it comes, the merino mall. That's where it comes from, because of our nice, sheep that we have in this area. So I had merino sheep. I've got experience with chickens, amalea. So I used to sell amaqanda as well, and also experience my veggie. So your veggies, ama peppers wako, like your red, yellow, green, your lettuce, your cabbage, your spinach, and also ama greens being umbila, and then nama soya beans. So hey guys, when COVID hits, people stole from me. Yo, people, yes, COVID figure. People stole from me, and I remember it hit me hard. I remember let me just sell all my sheep. Because manje, okay, bebangena, like we would try and put measures, like security measures in place, but it was difficult to a point. One time they came to the farm, baqale bavuna bantu. Can you imagine my veggie? Like I was shocked. Bavuna kusho ukuthi thina ebusuku thina silele abantu bayasebenza abantu baqala bavuna spinach. Yeah, at that time phela mina ngazi ukuthi no, we'll wake up at 5, we'll go and harvest, sise to the market. No, bantu bavunile ebusuku. Bantu bafike bashaya ubaba bekahlala eplazini that took care of the sheep. Bamshaya to an extent ukuthi bamshaya enhloko. And kwaba buhlungu, because on that day I remember I went to the farm and I closed early. Like I locked up everything. Like Zimbo Zami used to stay in a well secured place. So I closed up, ngahamba neki. When those people came, they come bashayu baba, but no, when you've got the keys. So Bamshaya wacishe washona, and that day I will forever be grateful to Iagzu, because it came to the rescue. It came to the rescue, and I think if it was not that, because I think Ushut Baba Beba move amemeza, and then the other farmers heard, there's something happening there, and the Agzu came on time, and then unfortunately they went with my spinach and my sheep, and then it's I had to sell. So but luckily this year I've decided again, you know what, I am starting again with the livestock. Because our people are hungry, but then it's theft to corner food. We can't justify it with that. With our people are hungry. I mean, I'm also in business. I'm also feeding my family. You understand? So, definitely, nyangena foods, guys. Ngena phakathi naningibona sengime nenkomo zami vele. Naningibona ngime nemvu yami vele. Naningibona ngiphethe ikhabishe la vele. Naningibona next to umbila vele. So I do not limit myself. It's interesting, it's nice. I wish like a lot of people bangangena kulomkhakha esikiwo, you understand that, because the land was worked before Tina. Mina ngikwazi lokho. It was worked before Tina. Like every time I meet someone, guys, honestly, someone would be like, ngizokhuluma nomuntu athi yazi nami ngingaqabanga nami ukuthi ngibe nenkomo noma 2 or 3 nyana yazi. So everyone has that farming spirit kuye ukuthi yazi maqanda vele yadura manje yazi ukuthi mama ngaba nje namaqanda nenkukhu nje ezi 3-4 nyana. You understand that? Like, why should we buy everything, guys?
True.
Yeah.
True.
Like, why? Like, manje, we had the bird flu. We understand that inkukhu bezugula, and you know, ubona ukuthi kena, you know, guys, like maqanda bezothenga malini. Like, it was that expensive. You understand? Why can't you have? I mean, you've got a garage lakho lapha. Why not put your 5 chickens? That 5 chickens are like 5 maqanda a day. You know, within a week, how many eggs do you have?
A lot.
We understand. So you've got a small garden. Utinje, maybe on a Saturday, you know, you've got nothing to do. Just hamba laphayana, uplant spinach sakho. Don't buy everything. Plant spinach sakho, ufake onion, you know, ufake ilithanga lakho. Hayibo guys. We can't be buying everything. You know, some people even have like a spaceless cool. You'd be surprised. You know, angazi ngicalephi kanjani. I don't understand kanjani. Like you've got a space. The fact ukuthi, you know what's actually into lebhlungu ukuthi bantu masebakubona ukuthi wow, NJABULO is planting on 200 hectares. You understand? So abantu mabafika kuwe NJABULO manje ngiba kanjani ngiqala njani. You understand? Mina ngiqale njani because I started small. I started mawungene Shoprite kuna lama packets lawa mancane so angaka ukuthi lesi spinach those are seeds. You know, I think malini 13 rand 14 rand.
Yeah.
Uyawathenga. I understand, uyafaka laphaya unenkukhu zakho laphaya uthatha umquba, you put it in. You understand? You know ukuthi, you know, our waste, because now we practice waste management. Guys, we are smart now. Guys, we are smart now. I'm telling you. Mina, what I did when I had sheep, when I had chickens, wonke lo mquba lo lapho, you know, wonke lo mquba nyawuthatha because I've got veggies.
Yes.
That's excellent for ama-veg akho. Thola nje ikhabishi lami liphuma lingaka. You understand? Thola my pumpkin liphuma lingaka. You know, so we do not waste on anything. If kwenzeka mhlambe spinach sami siyabola, because it happens, sesidala, ngiyasithatha. It's food for my sheep, it's food for my chickens. Yeah. So we practice waste management. Nothing goes to waste.
True.
Nothing goes to waste. And you would be shocked ukuthi how many people would be willing ukuthenga leyo mquba wakho. Yeah, people buy. Umquba is not for free nowadays, guys. It is not for free. Even ukudla lokubolile, it is not for free. Noma ngabola lapha, it is not for free because ingulube ziyadla lapha. Noma ungayithengisa 20 rand, it's fine. It's better than nothing.
Yeah.
So do you like have people that want to invest in your business, and do you allow them?
I do, of course. Anyone who wants to bring money can bring in the money. Guys, if you're like, okay, at the moment, guys, I don't know how else I can thank Ifam Soil. Ifam Soil is one company that is genuine. It's one company that takes you as an individual. It's one company, Lezoti, oh, okay, so she's female, and, you know, this is how we can cater her needs as an individual. So if I'm sort was like, okay, NJABULO, since we could not assist you this year with a production loan, because normally with all the other years, they have assisted me with a loan, you know, each and every, since 2019. So this year is actually the first time after a long time tata my money from my pocket and, you know, investing it back to the land, you know. So they were like, they were the ones who were like, what else do you want to venture into, you know? And I was like, definitely I would want to go back into, you know, sheep production. And then they were like, okay, we're going to invest in that, we're going to help you. So njengoba ngisho ukuthi I just got an acceptance letter today eshoyo ukuthi I'll be studying a diploma in animal production. It's all through them again.
Yeah.
So that's like 60,000. Where am I gonna get 60,000? So they were like, come on, Njabulu, we're gonna pay that for you. You know, it's big. I don't wanna lie, it's big. Like ngiyathanda kufunda. Like I mean, I'm going to go to your farm and I'll be a child. Because I want to learn every single thing. Because as I said, we all have different systems. Now the way is not the way. So I'm that person who wants to learn. I want to master. I want to master the grains. I want to master the vegetables. I want to master the the livestock. And yeah, I mean, if anyone wants to who would say, you know what, let's collaborate, or we would like to invest in your business, or let's have in terms of shares, sharing and whatnot, I don't have a problem with that, because as I said, we would see sisebenza sonke, aspope so.
So yeah, I think we're done. Okay, guys.
So where people can find you, maybe if they wanna invest and they wanna get hold of you, where they can find you?
Okay, so
social media, but I don't know, since you once told us the social media.
Yeah, that's the thing.
Your email
address or...
Hey, I don't know if you're gonna get it right, because love Delia. Everyone's like love Delia. But I think because my Facebook account, that's where we can start. Facebook account NJABULO was email. And then also the offices where we are based, almost on a daily basis. It's a half it's Afrikaans.
Yeah.
Half So it's Hafenga. It's in Zulu Road. It's close to Devland. So I'm normally there, with doing all the paperworks, and I was also called to also work there. So I'm one person who's very fortunate, with what I do. They were like, "Wena, so this is what you do." I'm like, "Yeah." They're like, "Okay, no, we want you in our office." I'm like, "What am I gonna do?" They're like, "Hi, Kulega, we just want you in our office." Yeah, we'll see what you're gonna do, but we want you in our office. So so I'm normally there, 1 Havenka Road. Outside it's Hyford Landini. So we've got your tractors. If you want tractors, we give out advice if you want advice. And we've got your grains. Buyers about to impuphu. They buy your maize packaged for inkuku, crushed maize, rice, those type of things. So yeah, they can come to the office or Facebook. Yeah, that would be my best bet, because it's the rest. I don't even know the logins. I don't even know the logins.
No problem. Most of the details we can also attach them to our description, so that people can just click maybe the links to your page, maybe email address as well. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Then I think if I can write it down for you, and then we might get it right. Yeah.
Okay, guys, we're closing it off right now. Hope you guys enjoyed this video, and make sure to subscribe, hit that notification bell, and like our videos, guys. Much love from us, and we out.
Danko.